Tens of millions of low-income families are now facing a tough new reality after the pandemic-era boost in SNAP benefits came to an end earlier this week.
Yeah, and with inflation keeping food prices high, food banks, they are bracing for impact. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous joins us now. And Alexis, we're talking about some 30 million Americans at risk, aren't we?
We are, guys, and the timing could not be worse. So this news of cuts comes amid rising food prices and the end of other pandemic-era measures, including the child tax credit and universal free school meals. The Hardy family stocked up on pricier items like meat and salmon before their monthly food stamp benefits were drastically reduced.
We're really gonna struggle. We're gonna have to end up going back to cheaper, noodles, processed stuff. Because the meat, the dairy, fruits and veggies, it's expensive.
After nearly 3 years, the federal government ended pandemic-era payments this week to nearly 30 million low-income families on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. For the average recipient, it means about $95 less a month for groceries. For others, much more. The Hardy family of 4 from Marshfield, Wisconsin, just saw their benefits shrink from $950 to $200 a month.
I don't think it could have happened at a worse time. When it began, food prices were nowhere near what they are now.
Wages failing to keep up with rising prices for gas, rent, and food, up more than 10% in the past year. A gallon of milk averaging $4.20, up from $3.67 a year ago. The cuts putting a strain on families like Jamila Smith and her 9-year-old niece, who just made their first visit to a local food pantry. Already struggling to make ends meet in Charlotte, North Carolina, they now have $250 less to spend on groceries each month.
It's going to send me probably to a pantry a couple of times a month. There's going to be a lot of coupon clippings going on, a lot of food saving apps or grocery store apps.
Eggs among her niece Naima's favorite foods. But at nearly $5 a dozen, the Smiths will have to make some changes.
She loves scrambled eggs. We're going to probably have to cut back on the eggs, which we're already doing. From where we used to eat 2 eggs, everybody gets 1 egg in the morning now.
Food pantries trying to meet the rising demand. The Atlanta Community Food Bank seeing a 30% increase in visits since Georgia ended benefits in May.
Many of those folks are accessing our network for the first time in their lives. That's because they're facing economic challenges that they just haven't faced before.
The extra money was always temporary and intended to stop once the Biden administration declared an end to the COVID-19 pandemic, which it plans to do in May. Congress trading the extra temporary benefits for a new permanent program to replace school meals for children during the summer months for low-income families. The boost in benefits has been a lifeline for so many, credited with keeping more than 4 million people out of poverty.
Based on what we're seeing in the community, now is not the time for austerity. There is just a tremendous amount of vulnerability across our community that we have to find a way to meet.
Deanna Hardy worries about the future.
The prices keep going the way they're going, and we can't even make it work now. What is it going to be like 6 months from now?
Wow, people have so many questions, and it's affecting so many people. Let's talk about seniors, some of our most vulnerable, who are on SNAP benefits. We know that Social Security did get a raise. Is that supposed to offset some of this for seniors?
Exactly, supposed to offset it, but it's really like a double whammy for seniors because they got a cost of living increase of about 9%, and because the government sees Social Security as income, for some people now that will even reduce their SNAP benefits further, and for others they might not even qualify.
Look, inflation, it's unrelenting, obviously. We know that so many people, they're struggling with poverty, food insecurity. Let's say that food prices stay high, Alexis. Do you think that the government may go ahead and try to extend these and bring these back and reinstate these extra SNAP benefits?
It doesn't look likely, at least on the federal level. A lot of food security advocates, SNAP benefit recipients have been appealing to their states to do that. So far, only New Jersey has agreed to extend those SNAP benefits temporarily, but at least that's a big boost for people in that state.
Such an important story. I'm so glad you're here to tell this story. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous, thank you. All right, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.